Hello guys, day 23, September 24, and today we'll be doing questions which are based on art and culture, which we have already done when we did a history test, but we'll again see, and this is part of pack 2, where we have around 13 tests covering the entire ancient, medieval, modern art and culture, CCRT, everything is there in this thing, okay. So we'll do 10 MCQs and hope you saw the videos which are related to certain tips and many pointers which you should take care, okay. Whichever year you are, 2020, 21, 22, if you know these kind of tips and pointers, then you will score the prelims marks higher, okay. So please see to it that you watch these videos. 2021, please come and WhatsApp me if you need to enroll to this batch, because once this batch starts, then you will have to again wait for the next batch, which will be again a shrinked one, okay. It's now 250 days left for your prelims, so next batch will be like around 180 days or 150 days. So please see to it that you join now itself. And these are the scores which you want to achieve. If your score is bad in one day, try to score better marks the next day, okay. Every day it will improve, and by the end of 30 days you will be having better scores. Which of the following are related terms? Which of the following related terms are matched correctly? Okay, so 3 dance forms are given. All 3 are classical dances, and the words, okay, related to that. So here 1 and 2 are true. It's all correct. Third one is actually another dance form which should be here. We just replaced the dance form. So in total you will learn 4 dance items in this one particular MCQ. Okay, so it's Odissi dance where these things are related to. Remaining everything is correct, and we have given all the details. And like that in my test of art and culture and the full test, I have given all the notes from the CCRT website. Okay, of every dance form, 8 to 9 dance forms are there, which is having classical status. All of them, the detailing I have given from the CCRT website. Okay, not this one. This is very small explanation, but detailed notes are there in this particular test PDF. Jagmohan in Odisha style of temple architecture refers to what? Okay, the tallest tower of the temple, the raised platform on which the temple is built, the subsidiary shrines, the connecting halls or the mandapas in the temple. So Jagmohan in Odisha style of temple architecture. So the basic Nagara and Dravida style, there are many terminologies which you have to study, and there are other types also where this kind of architecture is there. So this is specifically for Odisha style of temple architecture, and because it's in eastern India. And this one, the answer here will be connecting halls or mandapas in the temple. Okay, so if you see here, we have given all the details. And in North India, the tallest tower is Shikhara, subsidiary towers are this Uru Shringas, and raised platform is called Jagati. Okay, and elaborate gateways of South Indian temples are called Gopuram. So these are very popular terms which UPSC already asked, but other than this also there are many terms. With a diagram we have explained it in my test series. Please study that again, okay, because if one question comes 2 marks, you can easily get it just for telling what the word stands for. So again, these are taken from the Wikipedia page. If you see basic styles, Nagara style is there, okay, which is also called this Duela, then this Vesera, Dravida, okay. So you should know what is the difference between each of them, and not only the definition but different features also, okay. Identify the intangible cultural heritage in India. Okay, you read it for yourself and try to find out which one is the correct one. Okay, so here if you see the state of related to different things are also given, so that's also learning for you, and go and research also about all these things. because UNESCO intangible heritage things, there are around, I think, 12 or 13 items are there. Recent one being Kumbh Mela, which is added. Then before that, yoga was added. So like that, 13, 14 items are there, and you should know details about everything because UPSC already asked. They will ask it the reverse way. They will give you this in question and ask the features for it, and you have to select 1, 2, and 3 and all. Here we have done the other opposite way. We have given the features first itself and asking you to find out which one it describes. So here the answer is C, Raman Gharwal from Uttarakhand. Okay. So these are again the features. You just hope you studied it. Okay, which valley it is happening, what it does, what is the textual things there. Okay, historical significance. So keep this in mind. This is again more details from my test series only. In 2009, UNESCO gave this status. Okay. Which of the following are true? Iranian pillar is usually monolithic, while Mauryan pillars are made of various combination of materials. Then Iranian pillars are usually erected on some structure, while Mauryan pillars were mostly independent. Okay, so what is the difference between two types of pillars, Indian and Iranian? So this is there in your NCRT as well as basic R.S. Sharma textbook. It is there. So first one is a wrong statement. Okay, this it's the Mauryan pillar which will be usually monolithic, and Iranian pillar will be combination of many materials. And Iran pillars are usually erected on some structure. That is true. While Mauryan pillars are mostly independent. Okay, so it is independent and monolithic. This Mauryan pillar, you would have seen Ashoka pillar and all. It's there in many cities. Okay, so it's even there now. It is preserved and it's a monument which people go and see it. People take photos in front of that. So you should know the basics of it. Since long time UPSC have not asked a pillars related question. So hopefully if it comes this year, at least who are watching this will have at least this information which I'm showing you. Okay, but there are much more to it. Architecture, Indian versus outside one. In mains especially they ask compare the features of India and Greece or India and Rome. Okay, so please see to it that you study this. Jharokas or extended hanging balconies are part of which architecture style? Mughals, Tughlaqs, Sufis, Rajput. Okay, it can be there everywhere, but who was the one who started this? That is what the intention of this question is. So it is Rajputs. You would have already seen in every movie. It will be there. Okay, it's not like this kind of system is not there in other places, but Rajput is the one who had this initially, and then it was later adopted in various architecture styles in Delhi and North India. Okay. Kalyana Sundara image is found carved in the cave of. Okay, this is modeled based on UPSC question. UPSC already asked like Padmapani is there in which cave? Okay, Padmapani, and that answer was Ajanta cave. Here you are asking Kalyana Sundara image, Udayagiri cave, Ajanta cave, Elephanta cave, or Khandagiri cave. These should be very easy questions for my students because I've given a revision chart also for caves alone, and this is the answer: Elephanta cave. There is Kalyana Sundara image in Ellora as well. Okay, so in options, UPSC will never give Elephanta and Ellora both together because that will create a confusion. So you should know it is there both places, and the details are given here again, more which is not very significant, but just for your understanding. And this is again about the Elephanta caves, about which question I think once it came in UPSC. So you have to know, okay, like this, especially this kind of thing, rock cut stone sculpture, and which the timeline, okay, 5th and 7th century. So UPSC already asked that kind of things, like who was the king at that time, or who was the traveler who came to India during that time, or how is it related to? Okay, so please see to it that this yellow highlighted pointers are by hearted. Okay, which of the following seen in news recently are matched correctly? Okay, these are all sari types of various states, so we have to tell which one is matched correctly. So it's 1, 2, 3 only. The fourth and fifth one is wrong, because this Tangail saris is from Bangladesh, and the last one is from Karnataka. Then there's again one more point is given. So UPSC in 2018 already asked a detailed question about saris and shawls and all these things, which is there in news item. Okay, so in one news item, actually all of these were there together. From there only UPSC asked. So we again formed a question with the remaining ones which UPSC is yet to ask. Okay, so if you study this more than this, they cannot ask, or they will not ask, because nobody is going to sit and by heart all these kind of things. Okay, so once it became in news, so you are studying it, that's all. Okay, so by heart this. 8 classical dances are recognized by the Ministry of Culture along with, okay, so which is the academy or institute which is helping recognize these dances. Lalit Kala Academy, National Archives of India, Sangeet Natak Academy, Sangeet Kala Kshetra. So Sangeet Natak Academy, which is the National Academy for Music, Dance and Drama, that is the one which is helping Ministry of Culture to identify them. So it was set up long back, okay, see 1952-53 time. And many UPSC have not asked this kind of national bodies as of now, but we cannot predict it, and that is why we are relating it to art, with art and culture, and teaching you. Okay, many awards are given, so the names of that is also given here at the bottom. Which of the following paintings are matched correctly? So again, state and paintings. So here 1 and 3 maybe you are familiar already, Varli, Maharashtra and Madhubani, Bihar. Other things are also given in your NCRTs. So Manjusha is also like Bihar, and Bazar is Bengal. So it is 1, 3, 4. Okay. So this again a detailed revision chart I have given. This is the sample. Here if you see paintings are there, states are there. And also when we give this, it doesn't mean that this painting exists only here. Okay. Like example, this Pithoro, if you see Rajasthan I have given, that doesn't mean it is there only in Rajasthan. It can be there in the neighboring states like Madhya Pradesh and all these things. So in options, check whether what is given. Okay, like here if you see Manjusha, Gujarat, it is wrong because it is there in the eastern side. It is in Bihar, so it cannot be there in Gujarat. But there are other things which doesn't stick to one state alone. Okay, even though you have not given, please don't assume that it is sticking to only Rajasthan. That is the point. Which of the following are true about Mathura School of Art? It developed during post-Mauryan age and reached its peak during Gupta age. Sculptures of Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism can be found. Spotted red sandstone was used here. Yaksha and Yakshini sculptures can be found here. So Mathura School of Art, Gandhara School of Art, then Amravati School. These are very important things which we have. I myself have taught you 2 times, 3 times in lectures. So we have given the answer here, 1, 2, 3, 4, everything is true. And this is a very important revision chart, which is one of the earliest revision chart which I made 2-3 years back. And it is still valid because every year questions are expected. So the timeline is given, the location, the stone which is used, then what is the features of Buddha. That is what UPSC asked once. Okay, like Greek versus Indian. Gandhara has adopted everything from the Greek style, so it will have more human kind of features, but the other one will be more godly kind of thing. So that difference you have to know. And the Amravati also little bit only, but you have to know that. And which has the time like patronized by which kings. Okay. And religion, Buddhism, Hinduism. Here if you see Buddhism, Hinduism, Jainism, and here also Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism. Then these are the images just for a quick reference, but whatever is given in textual format, that is more important for you. So hope this session helped you learn various things and see the range of topics which we are covering in our test series. Okay, so 200 MCQs on art and culture is there in this package, and out of that you can imagine how many how much content you will study. And other than that, full test is there, 10 full test are there, 1000 MCQs, out of which again 100 to 200 will be again art and culture based. So 300-400 questions when a particular student studies, obviously there is a high chance that question will come in the exam, and that is why we are always able to claim too many questions after prelims. Okay, even this after 2 weeks, October 4, I will sit and analyze. It will take 2 to 3 days because I'm sure the 40 to 50 questions are going to come anyway. So it will take me time to find out where all it came from. Then I will put the video, our success video. So my students, if you have studied well, you will be one of that student who got success out of our learning process. But others, feel free to join the next year and then take it seriously. Okay, study in a disciplined format. So I'll come up with the next session soon. Thank you and have a nice day.